Hey y'all, it's Betsy with Happily Ever After, etc. and welcome back to another garden video. This is once again that time of year where we do the big spring cleanup. I've already been weeding. I have already been pulling up tulips and a bunch of other spring bulbs. So we had a big trip this year, which means we got spring started a little later on here. So today we are using the leaf blower, gloves, rakes, and by rakes I mean hands because my rake's at my mom's house, to start the removal of the leaves from the garden beds so that we can start my least favorite spring chore of all, which is composting and mulching the garden beds. But you know, looks so much better once it's done. It's beautiful once all that fresh, clean compost and mulch is laid down. We can start planting the new pretty annuals for summer. So as much as I hate doing all the work, it is always worth it. Most of this video is going to be on time lapse, so enjoy the hours of work at a quick seconds pace. I will be first getting as many leaves out with the leaf blower as possible, and a little bit with the wheelbarrow this year. I've got a lot more flowers and especially blooms starting this spring, so we have less open space where the leaf blower is helpful, but we'll get as many of the leaves out as possible, and then we will get started on the compost, and hopefully I will have help for that. So let's go ahead. We're going to start over in front of the house, in front of the stairs. Then we will move to the big garden bed behind me. Try not to get the pretty verbena and other spring blooms ruined in the process. I don't want to lose flowers. I just want leaves to be gone. Let's get started. All right, y'all, we've got all the way down and the leaves all the way out into the yard where my lawn guy can lawn mower over them with his riding lawnmower, and they will go into the bag and be gone into where he takes the lawn clippings to be mulched. So for the actual garden, we're halfway done with the leaf blowing. We have done this entire garden bed. Though I have a giant anthill. I blew half of it off, but I need to come out with some ant stuff and take care of that because they are currently trying to bite my feet off. We blew all the leaves out of here and all the way down to the end of my butterfly garden. So all of this area. Now it did take a while in here, because cleaning out all of the dead undergrowth, the matted lamb's ear is always my biggest project for spring. And instead of doing it separately, I'm just doing it as I clean out the beds. One fell swoop, and then we'll compost them all together. So takes a while, but I've got to get the dead leaves out anyways. Might as well clean out the lamb's ear at the same time. Why not? I have to start on this side. It's going to take a while because I had actually cleaned out half the lamb's ear on that side before I left for my cruise. I have cleaned none of the lamb's ear over here. And back under the Laura pedlums, an iris sometimes can take a while to clean all the leaves out. Plus, the garden bed is much longer, so the leaves have to go much further to get to the other side. And my wheelbarrow decided to try and die. I'm gonna have to do some wheelbarrow CPR on it, see if I can save it, or go borrow my mom's. We're gonna start on this side. It's never fast and easy, but it's great when it's done. Let's keep working. One more thing before we get back to work. I just wanted to say that you'll see I kind of stopped all the leaves getting out in between the raised beds. And that's because I finally bought landscaping fabric, getting all the leaves and weeds out of this area to put down landscape fabric, and then mulch is going to be an entirely separate project. I want to put landscape fabric starting here under these pots all the way down between all the raised beds in front of the shed and then down to the end of the fence. So that's going to be a separate project and a separate video and a separate day. For today, we're just doing the garden beds. So let's pack up and move to the other side. All right, y'all, after days of composting and mulching, let alone blowing out all the leaves, even with Mom's help, I was so tired I completely forgot to film an end to this video. So here are some videos that I took of blooms from that time with the fresh layer of mulch over the entire garden. After a rough winter or fall, it is just the chef's kiss of wonderfulness to have this finish. It looks so great to have just that clean layer of mulch down. So I am excited to keep planting in the garden and to see what comes this year. I hope you liked this video and I hope you have time in your garden today. Bye.